Hi, I'm Gary and welcome to Jargon Free Help. So once again, Apple have made the news and announcing a new product, and it's called iCloud. As a result of this announcement, a lot of people have asked me, well, just what is the cloud? And we do hear that around the place, the cloud. And what the cloud is basically a place where all of your data is stored online. And you might think, well, maybe I should get into that. And there are some benefits to it, and there are some people who are skeptics and a little bit concerned about what would happen to your data, could it get hacked and all that kind of thing. These companies like Apple, and there are some others as well, there's Dropbox and a whole range of companies out there using cloud services who are pretty confident actually that your data is secure and it's encrypted. So if it's being sent over the internet, it's all secure for you. But some people aren't quite sure about it. However, maybe you should just be careful about what type of data you put on there. So the cloud is basically where your files are stored, and they're not on your computer. Sort of. They're kind of synchronized with your computer and you can access them there. If you're using email services like Gmail, and there's some others like AOL, then your files are probably already on the cloud. They're stored there and you can pick them up on any computer and any device. And this is what Apple is trying to do, to free you up from just one device, say your computer. So basically I can pick things up, the same files on here that I can on here. And some of you might remember I actually had my phone stolen a while back, probably about 3 months ago, and I wasn't too concerned about the actual data on it because every time I entered something, whether it was a mobile phone number, contact, address, photograph or whatever I was taking, it immediately synchronized it with an online service called MobileMe, which by the sounds of it is being turned into iCloud. And that has saved me a lot of trouble because everything is being backed up straight away. So that's one of the advantages of the cloud. Your files are backed up immediately. So I have mentioned a product called Dropbox before, and I have it on my computer here. I've got it on my laptop, I've got it at my computer at work, I've got it on my iPad, I've got it on my iPhone, and you can have it on other devices as well, like Androids and Blackberries as well. And what it allows you to do is you can store files there, and by the way, they have a free service. And what happens is you can access them on a computer via a website, and you can see them listed out there. You can also install an application onto your computer, whether it be a PC or a Mac, or even Linux if you have that. And what that will do is then your files come up as a folder within, say, my documents. Like here I've got it and it's in a folder called Dropbox, and all my files there, you can see some of them have got ticks, that means they're synchronized, and some of them have got little circles there, that means that they're currently being synchronized with the website. And this is great because I take a file, I upload it via a website onto my iPad or my iPhone or into a folder on my PC or on my Mac, and they all synchronize together. I can see that same file anywhere in the world that I've got an internet connection. And it does actually store onto one of these. You can tell it how much you want stored on here. So when it synchronizes, you can actually then go offline. So that's just fantastic because it's a great way of backing up, and I recommend it. How many of you back up? I'm sure many of you aren't backing up, and this just saves you a whole load of time because it's there. It's just a folder. And I've done this for many people now. They put it into a folder. They don't even realize that it's Dropbox. They see it there, they ask about it. But the great thing is if anything happened or if they're somewhere else, they can just pick that file up. So it's great backup, it's great for working in different locations. You don't have to worry about external hard drives, memory sticks and so on. There are similar services that you can get, but let's see what happens. I'm sure that this iCloud is certainly going to drive other companies into getting more cloud-based services for you. One thing that Steve Jobs from Apple did say about iCloud, and I think this is a really neat thing, is if you take a photograph with your iPhone, it immediately uploads to the cloud. It then goes onto all your devices that are synchronized using that same account. So firstly, it's backed up onto the cloud. Fantastic. You lose your phone, your photos are there. It then synchronizes with your other products as well. It doesn't come off the phone or the iPad. It's there. It's not just in the cloud. And some people want to know, well, isn't that a lot on there? Well, the way they've done that is the cloud will synchronize your data, your photos, for 30 days. After 30 days, it's gone. Or you can have up to 1,000 photos on there, and I'm guessing that the most recent ones stay on there. Now 30 days, you think, oh, that might not be a lot of time, but actually it is. If you think about it, are you really not going to turn on another device that might have that accounts, such as your computer or your iPad or another iPhone, and not have that synced together? The other advantages is with the cloud, my wife and I share the same calendars. I have my own, she has hers, but we have a joint one as well, and that helps us with making sure, well, that I don't double book anyway. So go and check this out. I have done a tutorial, a previous podcast on Dropbox. Go and check that out. I'm going to do more about this because, well, it's now sort of in everyone's minds now about the cloud. Don't be afraid of it. If you do have particularly sensitive information, you are concerned about it going online, then don't put it there. Just be a bit careful about that. The other thing is, if you're using email, if you're using a thing called IMAP, which Gmail can use, and many other services, MobileMe uses it as well, which has been stopped, but it's going to be turned into the iCloud service. They are all using a thing called IMAP. When you see your files, or your emails rather, they are stored online as well. You can pick them up on multiple computers and devices at the same time. So that's great. That's what the cloud's all about. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next week. Don't forget, jargon-free help is more than just technology.